Kendall Jenner tells her mom Kris to stop disturbing, after Kris pointed out that Kendall is the last sibling to have a baby. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kendall Jenner recently had something to say to her mother Kris Jenner, and it was about a topic that many daughters might find a bit uncomfortable. In a new episode of their family show, Kendall seemed a little annoyed and also amused when her mom made a comment that didn't sit right with her. The comment was about babies, and more specifically, about Kendall not having one yet. It all happened during a family dinner that was held at Kylie Jenner's house. The dinner had food from a popular and fancy restaurant called Nobu. The whole family was gathered together, enjoying each other's company, and having a good time. For Kris Jenner, being around her children and grandchildren is one of the things that makes her the happiest. She often talks about how much she loves family moments like these. But sometimes, in the middle of these sweet gatherings, Kris tends to drop comments that make people pause. During the evening, Kris shared her thoughts in a confessional, which is a part of the show where each person speaks directly to the camera and tells viewers how they're feeling. Kris looked very happy and thankful as she talked about everything her family had gone through in the past year. She said it had been a beautiful year filled with many blessings. She mentioned that there were a few scary moments with her health, but everything turned out fine. She also celebrated the birth of her new grandson, Rocky, who was born to her oldest daughter Kourtney. She said the whole family felt lucky and overjoyed that baby Rocky had finally arrived. But then Kris said something that got a strong reaction. She added that she still has one child, meaning Kendall, who hasn't had a baby yet. She said, "So you never know." This simple sentence became the highlight of the episode for many viewers, because it made things a little awkward. Kris seemed to be hinting, once again, that she's hoping Kendall will be next to become a parent. Kendall was not at the dinner that night, but she later responded during her own confessional. Watching her reaction, it was clear that she found her mom's comment a bit too much. She said, "Mom, oh my God, you couldn't make this more awkward." She added that her mom needed to chill. That one word said a lot. Kendall wasn't being angry or disrespectful, but she was clearly uncomfortable with how her mom brought up the topic of babies once again. This wasn't the first time Kris had shared her feelings about pregnancy and motherhood. Earlier in the season, she had a very emotional moment while talking to Kourtney. Kourtney asked her mother if she ever felt sad that she would never be pregnant again. As soon as Kris heard the question, she became emotional and even started tearing up. She said that being pregnant was one of the most beautiful experiences of her life. She spoke especially about her first pregnancy, calling Kourtney her little pepper. Then she joked that Kourtney turned out spicy and didn't expect that part. Kourtney, laughing, replied by saying that she is an Aries and has that kind of bold personality. Kris Jenner is the mother of 6 children. Her daughters are Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, Kendall, and Kylie, and her only son is Rob. Most of her kids have already had children of their own. Kourtney has children, Kim has 4, Khloe has 2, Kylie has 2, and Rob has a daughter. That leaves Kendall as the only one who hasn't had any kids. And it seems Kris can't help but bring that up from time to time, even though Kendall might not be ready for that step. Kendall, being the only one without children, is often seen as the most private and quiet among her siblings. While the rest of the family has shared so much about their personal lives, relationships, and motherhood journeys on TV and social media, Kendall has always taken a more calm and private route. She models, works with fashion brands, and enjoys time with her horses. She doesn't share as much about her personal life as her sisters do, and that's something her fans admire her for. But being part of a family like the Kardashians means even the most private members can't escape the public conversations. Kris's comment about Kendall not having kids might have come from a place of love, but it also showed how strong Kris's hopes are for her family to continue growing. She loves being a grandmother, and each new baby brings her joy. So for her, seeing Kendall become a mom might feel like a dream that hasn't happened yet. Kendall, however, seems to have a different timeline in mind. At 28, she is focused on her life, her work, and what makes her feel happy and at peace. Having children might be something she wants someday, but it's not something she's rushing into just because her mom brings it up or because her sisters already have families of their own. Everyone's path is different, and Kendall is following hers at her own pace. This moment between Kendall and Kris shows the kind of real, family-based situations that many people can relate to. Even though they are famous, the conversation about when someone will have children is something that happens in many families. A mom might want her child to settle down, get married, or have kids, while the child might not feel ready for any of that yet. And while these talks can be a little awkward, they often come from a place of love. Kris, being the type of mom who is always involved in her children's lives, probably thought her comment was harmless. But Kendall, being someone who values her privacy, probably wished her mom would not say those things on camera. Especially when millions of people are watching. Even though Kendall told her mom to chill, she did it in a lighthearted way. She wasn't angry. She was just pointing out how weird it felt to have that kind of personal topic brought up in front of so many people. And that's one of the reasons why fans love Kendall. She's honest, she's real, and she doesn't try to be something she's not. She's not pretending to be ready for something she's not sure about. Kris, on the other hand, continues to show how deeply she cares about her family. Her love for her children and grandchildren is something she talks about all the time. She is proud of each of them, and she often says that her biggest success in life is her family. So it makes sense that she would hope for more grandkids. But even the most loving parent has to understand when to step back and let their children decide what they want. As the show continues, viewers might see more moments like this between Kris and Kendall. Their relationship is close, but it's also clear that they have different views when it comes to motherhood and timing. And that's okay. What matters is that they love each other and are always honest, even when they don't agree. This episode gave fans another look into the way the Kardashian-Jenner family works. They have fame, success, and a lot of attention, but they also have the same kinds of challenges and conversations that many other families do. Whether it's about babies, personal choices, or life goals, they are still just a family trying to understand and support one another. Kendall might not be ready to have children now, or maybe she has plans she hasn't shared yet. Either way, her life is her own to live, and it seems she knows what makes her feel at peace. Her message to her mom to chill was a kind way of saying, I'll do things when I'm ready. As for Kris, she probably didn't mean to make Kendall feel awkward. She just got caught up in her feelings, her love for her growing family, and her excitement over becoming a grandmother again. Her emotions are real, and so are Kendall's. This kind of open and honest communication between a mother and daughter is something people around the world can relate to. Whether you're famous or not, it's common for family members to want different things or be in different stages of life. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.